Right, all 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 right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you guys are new here in the morning, we come in, we take a look at it in queue, see what the price action did. At night, we come in, we review, we see what the price action actually did, see the trades that we took throughout the session, and we outline a little bit of what we could possibly see going to the next day. But we make it fun, interactive, right? We typically look at the interaction between Asia session and London session, and then what price can do going into that New York session. If you remember last night, we had a nice little run to the upside here. Inside this range, we did actually come into the OTE of this big old range right there, right? Price tapped into that 618 overnight on Tuesday, and we got that, which was today, yeah, and we got that nice little reversal to the upside, a little bit of that consolidation here factor as well. Initially in the morning, whenever we came in, or insider trading group, just www.papertrace.io if you guys are interested in checking that out. We're talking about this fair value gap that got displaced during that 8 a.m. hour. You can see we were looking at price, coming back, retesting it, and then continuing to the downside to this 24... let me get rid of this guy right there. 24,193.50, right? That is pretty much what we got. We got a retest of that inverse fair value gap and then continuation lower. Tap of that 50% or the CE of that fair value gap right there. And then nice continuation to the upside. So this morning, whenever we came in on the 15-minute, originally we were looking inside this 15-minute fair value gap that was formed out right there on Tuesday, right? And there's our little outline where we're looking for a price to come into it, tap that, and then kind of do whatever it wants from there on. So initially, right, price came into this fair value gap at 9:30. We always look for some kind of manipulation, which typically gives us an open high, low close candle. So over here, we got that tap of that fair value gap, reversal back to the downside, sweeping this liquidity that we were looking for. And then from there, we were pretty much done. We did trade a little bit more, but that is the big thing, right? Over here, even on the 5-minute, we're going to come in here, zoom in a little bit. You can see that price. Oh my God. Price over here, there's that 9:30 open. Right, we're sweeping this liquidity, tapping into that 15-minute fair value gap. Immediate reversal from here as price could not hold above that fair value gap, above that liquidity. Right, and then over here as well, we are also noticing that we have this... this previous candle close is not able to hold above this previous one, so we get that reversal to the downside, sweep this liquidity, and then continue to the downside to this one. Here we get a little bit of reversal, then an SFP, so swing failure pivot. Could have also taken a nice trade off of this fair value gap as well, right? Get that reversal. And right before that next candle, hourly candle opens up, we get that reversal from here. Kind of continuation to the upside. This inverse fair value gap keeps on holding. We're also holding the OTE of this range, so 705, 618 bodies above the 50%, which gives us that continuation to the upside into this liquidity right there. After we sweep that, we get that reversal. That gives us a displacement over here, doing that macro. The displacement then is treated as a fair value gap where price comes into here. We get that nice solid reversal back down from it, targeting these liquidities. We sweep those, get a nice little SFP, and then continue to the upside from here. So that was the that was pretty much the play of the day right now. Looking at Asia session, I am looking. I took some shorts off of this fair value gap right there, tiny but mighty. Right, we typically get some sort of reversal continuations off of those, and we were already out of that trade. So that's kind of the. It's kind of the thing that we want to look for. Mr. Hayes got fucking colored today. God motherfucking damn. If you guys can tell, I'm pretty tan on my face. Some good tan on my face. And you can see we're getting that continuation. So typically during Asia session, that's one thing. Another thing that I've noticed is that we'll get a nice fair value gap where we can take a nice short, right? And it will play out pretty decently for us. Like you can see over here, tiny but mighty little fair value gap. We get that bit of reversal. We target these breakout areas where previously price broke out. You can target lower, but for me, given that this did not sweep anything, we're looking for possibly maybe a bounce out of here, continuation to the upside, but at the same time, it is what it is. Whatever it did, it don't matter kind of thing, right? From here, let's see what we got. What else can we talk about? So yeah, during Asia session, look for that 5-minute. You can see a similar thing happened here yesterday, right? As the Asia session opened up, we tapped into this fair value gap, got that solid reversal from here, and right now looking inside this fair value gap. If we invert this fair value gap right there, we will get an even better continuation to the downside, I think. So that can be solid from here. So let's keep on watching. Let's see what it does. All right, and that's what we got today. Honestly, I don't have much else. Nothing crazy happening. The markets are still kind of iffy, so there's not necessarily anything big. On the upside, we will be actually watching these 12-hour levels. I'll show you guys over here. 24, 745, 75, still playing a huge role. You can see how many times we've rejected it over here. 1, 2, 3, and multiple times for support. Then we broke down below that 24.63, 275. So if price continues below that, we're likely going to continue into that 24.068.50. Right, if we cannot break above 24.495.25, likely next 12-hour stop is going to be this level. If we break above that, we're possibly going to look for a rejection above that 24.63275 and see what price wants to do from there. So right now, currently, right, this 15-minute, still this is the second candle inside this hourly, and we manipulate it to the downside. So yeah, they could send this from here. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm also not taking any more trades. One and done for Asia session. We're fucking off here. Crypto wise, honestly, got nothing much here of oh shit, FET is nice. FET is cooking up. Come on, girl. FET needs to iron its shit out towards the end of the month. That's another big thing. We are coming towards the end of the month here, as price is now kind of end of the quarter, end of the month here. That is what we want to look for and see what price is actually doing, right? We don't want to be rushing here, but as we get into that new quarter, we can get those manipulations. What's this trade with your broker? What the fuck? I don't want this. And same thing here. Wow. There we go. Stonks. There's our backtesting one. Yeah, and you can see these 12-hour tapped into that 12-hour fair value gap. Retested this one on the bottom. So yeah, 24.495.25 is huge for us right now. 24.495.25. You can see that one, how price tapped back into that. Could now displace about. So if we displace that, that opens up those doors to those other 24.602, 24.632.75, 24.745.75. So we're going to keep watching those. Stocks wise, everything's still just not looking the best. You can see everything is just kind of looking to close these quarterlies pretty grim and gruesome on it. Not much on the price action side. See, we got decent pumps, but majority of it was consolidation. I think there's also that uncertainty in the markets with all the war news and whatnot going on, right? You can see tech is kind of starting to see a little bit of a doom and gloom on. Nice pump, but you know, some of these could just get sold off right away going into the next month. Dow, Love, So it would be exercising caution here, right? But they could leave a decent wick on the downside on those quarterly candles, but as long as if we don't close the bodies inside the previous quarterly, there's not going to be a reversal kind of thing, right? We're going to be looking for likely potential retrace back down to those quarterly lows for those sweeps. So that's one thing that we'll look for definitely next week, and as we approach the end of this month. Because next week we still got 2 more days where price can trade within those ranges, and that's realistically where we should be watching everything and all of that shit happening. As you can see these daily candles even on ES, how it's kind of like inside day, huge range yesterday. I guess the big one is going to be SPX and S&P 500. So this one swept into here, and SPY similar thing. QQQ. Let's see how we did. Yeah. Is my shit fucking fucked up again? Symbolic or based on previous close. No, not on previous close. Okay. Okay, that's not that. I was like, wait a fucking minute. Daily was still technically what the fuck? Why is daily on the downside? Okay. Yeah, I would say that's all I got for today. Nothing crazy, nothing huge here. If you guys enjoyed these, give it a like, give it a share. Helps us. You know, that's the best way to spread that love. Show us that you guys care, and come hang out with us. Give your mom a shout. Tell her we miss her here, so tell her to come join us. Other than that will do it. Make sure you go check out Mr. Hayes, that Hayes the Beats on Twitter, and make sure you check me out as well. 2,000 followers for me, we're going to do a tracksuit reveal. 3,000 followers for Mr. Hayes, we're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway for the paper traders. On that will do it. I love you. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.